I signed $69,000 in one-to-one clients last year, and today I am pulling back the curtain on exactly how I did it with a walkthrough of one of my most successful strategies, my mini offers funnel. Today we are going to be jumping into the literal funnel that has generated a huge majority of my income this year, my mini offers funnel. So this year I had 5 funnels specifically for my one-to-one coaching. As I said, my one-to-one coaching generated $69,000 last year, and I had 5 funnels specifically towards this, but I'm going to walk you through one of those today and literally show you exactly what this looks like, break down how this works, how I actually upsell from here, how does this even lead towards one-to-one coaching in the first place, and how you can do this for yourself as well and give you some really tangible ideas to walk away with. This was in my business, honestly, the simplest and most profitable year yet for 2024. So actually with this, I literally, as I said, just had 5 funnels, which were really focused leading towards one-to-one, and the mini funnels strategy was a really, really big part of this. And I'm gonna walk you through this. So this specifically was me utilizing low ticket offers and having a mini offer, a pop-up offer essentially, and then that leading towards my one-to-one coaching. There were some steps in the middle, which again, I'm going to walk you through what that looked like. But essentially I started with low ticket. I started with a really small, easy way for someone to jump into my space. And then this led towards a lot of my one-to-one clients actually coming into my space from these mini offers initially. Now, once you have finished watching this video as well, make sure you jump over to Instagram and DM me the word funnels, because I've written up on a Google Doc the exact blueprint for these 5 funnels. So all of the 5 funnels I use that literally made me almost 70K in coaching sales from my one-to-one program. Literally all of these 5 funnels, I literally broke them down for you, wrote it up in a Google Doc. There's no opt-in even required. Just DM me the word funnels or send me an email with the word funnels if you don't have Instagram, and I will send that straight over to you. So to start with, what even is a mini offer? Why does it work so well? Why is this even a strategy that I would recommend to literally every single person? If you're watching this, you should be utilizing this in 2025 because it's absolutely golden. And why is it working so well nowadays as well in particular? So mini offers are really anything which is low ticket, moving into mid ticket slightly. So this could be a $97 offer, this could be a $25 offer, this could be a $197, anything around that kind of area where it's a small decision for someone. It's not a huge investment. It's not a really big decision. It's not a long-term program or anything. It's bite-sized. It's kind of small. It's something that they can really try before they properly buy with you, essentially. And these work so well because firstly, it allows people to essentially raise their hand as a lead in a bit of a committed way, essentially. They're putting a little bit of money into this. It's not anything which feels crazy huge. They're not investing 4 figures with you yet. They're just saying, okay, I'm curious. I'm interested to see what this person has to offer. And I'm interested in this specific topic which they're talking about in this masterclass workshop, for example. And I want to find out what they have to say, essentially. I want to find out if I would actually find it useful working with them. And it's almost, I really see these mini offers as kind of the interview before your main offer. This is the chance for them to just see what it's like, essentially. See, okay, do I actually find it helpful working with this person? Because as we know, there's a difference between I like their content and I like all the marketing that I've seen versus, okay, I've been in a program of theirs. I've been in an experience and I actually really had a good time. I took away a lot of value, all of those amazing pieces. So actually looking at these mini offers as kind of that interview step for your ideal client of, okay, I want to be on my, put my best foot forward, essentially. I want to give them a really good impression. I want to give them some great value so they can essentially get a taste of what it's like to work with me. And both parties really view it like that. Your audience really views it like that, of they are much more willing to invest in you for a, $97 offer than a $3,000 offer, for example, for your main program, because this just gives them a chance to, okay, I'm curious. I want to just try this out and, see how valuable this could be for me and see if I could be interested in this higher level offer. It really just gives people that small commitment, essentially, towards working with you. Now, I think this works so well. And I think especially into 2025, this is going to work absolutely amazingly. So you should definitely be adding this to your business plan for 2025. Because it allows people to actually build trust at a really accelerated rate. We know that, and again, thinking about people you've bought from as well, we know that actually it takes some time for us to build trust with people. watching things like video, of course, like this, for example, what you're doing right now, this builds trust quicker than seeing an Instagram carousel does, for example. And also, you jumping into a mini offer with someone, that builds trust even faster because you're literally on, a live program with them, for example. You are watching a webinar. You've paid for this. So you're actually sitting and paying attention more so than you would even with a free video, with a reel. So yes, those things are amazing, and video content is amazing and is always gonna move people through that process quicker at a faster rate than if you were just doing, static content, for example. And also the same is true for mini offers of they're going to move people through this even faster than the video would. I know myself, I've absolutely been that client as well where, I've jumped into a really low ticket offer from someone, not really even intending to buy any program from them or really work with them. I was just curious, I was interested. The topic caught my attention. I know I like them because I like their content. So I was, okay, let's give this a go. I'm curious about this. Jumped into that offer and then I was sold on working with them, and then actually decided to jump into, a 4-figure program when there hadn't really been an intention that I was conscious of before that. So it's a really accelerated way of actually getting people to make the jump essentially towards working with you. And also secondly, it is a really great lead generation tool because you can see who your leads are so visibly. It's not you guessing based on who's watching my Instagram stories, who's opening the emails. You can really tangibly see, okay, this person is clearly a potential client because they literally signed up for my masterclass on fixing this certain problem, which I know that my ideal client has. We know beyond a doubt they are an ideal client if they've put some money behind this. So this is a really great way for you to as well figure out who your leads are. Essentially, it is almost lead generation. So it's just a really helpful strategy to have in place there. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through this funnel specifically and what this has looked like for the mini offers. And as well, I want to give you some specific ideas for, what could a mini offer look like for you potentially based on what I've done this year. So I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. So as I said, these funnels, these 5 between them, it was $69,000, which they generated, which is no small number whatsoever. And the mini strategies were a really big part of this. So this is what the overall big picture looked like. There are some bits blocked out, which you'll get that full thing inside the Google Doc. So make sure you check that out. Go to the link in the description, just DM me the word funnels and I'll send that over to you. But we're going to focus on this area today and really breaking down this mini offers. So firstly, as you can see, a lot of these other areas which I have really lead towards the mini offers, and they're really promoting those mini offers, which is really helpful because it just brings a lot of attention towards this area specifically. And then these were the mini offers which I focused on this year. So I had 4 which I was really focusing in on. Some are evergreen, some were just in the specific moment. So for example, I have the 10K month training series. This is an evergreen one which I'm utilizing. This is under 100 always. And then because of that, I had a 1-month upsell for 1-to-1 as well, because going from something which is, 2 figures to 1-to-1 coaching, which is thousands and thousands of dollars, doesn't necessarily make sense there. So I had this in between piece for some of those. And I think that can be really nice if you've got any mini offers which are feeling a little bit almost too low ticket potentially to go straight to your main program from there. Now, these can really vary in length as well with these mini offers. For example, the training series is a one-time training series. You can binge it and finish it in a couple of hours if you're wanting to, versus the sales challenge here. This was a 90-day challenge, which I ran. So this is a mini program over 3 months, essentially. Very low touch, hence why it was still a low ticket offer for me, because it was very low touch. It was just me popping into the group chat essentially and just drop in some little sales voice messages essentially every few days there. And it was really just encouraging people to sell every single day. So with that, I had a few different upsells, and I think this can be really nice as well, but having mini offers where you have a slightly longer period of time, having a few different upsells essentially for people. And again, the upsells are what is leading towards your higher ticket program here. For me, it was what was leading towards 1-to-1 coaching. So for me, for example, you can see right here, I actually led back towards the intensives as well. And I actually sold intensives off of this. So I signed a few intensive clients. And then as we can see, it's this really beautiful cycle because it leads from the sales challenge towards the intensives, and then they lead towards 1-to-1 coaching again. I also as well here sold that 1-month 1-to-1 upsell. So again, you can sell different things. And I think it's really nice mapping it out in this way of, okay, what leads to what, essentially. From here, we are selling this. Then we're going towards this place. And where are we going? Because I think it gives a lot of structure to what you're doing, and it gives you the possibility to sell multiple things inside mini offers too. So then the other couple of mini offers that I had were, I did the one-to-one intensive. So I sold those specifically. Just at a couple of times through the year, I'll just drop them in when I have a little bit of extra space in my calendar, essentially. And then from there, I will sell straight to one-to-one coaching. Again, that makes kind of sense with the price point of the intensives leading towards one-to-one coaching. Obviously, they've been in a one-to-one container with me anyway inside the intensive, so it kind of makes sense. Whereas, for example, something like a passive training series doesn't as much make sense selling directly the one-to-one coaching. I had that kind of middle space in between. So really just looking at, okay, does it make sense for me to go straight to this offer? Or does it feel like, okay, this is a bit of a big step, maybe we can add something in between here. And then I also sold the content to clients event. So this was an event I did focused on your content and really how can we make your content actually effective to sign new clients, essentially. So I sold this. Again, this was a workshop style. So with this, I was leading towards the intensives, and I was also selling one-to-one coaching. So I just sold those two and gave people those two offers because, again, they're very different price points for those two. So they're not necessarily competing with each other. It gives people an option that is going to be the best fit for them. And I knew that while some people absolutely may be saying, yes, absolutely, let's do 6 months of one-to-one together, I know some people that's going to be a little bit of a stretch for right now. So I had the intensive offer essentially as a bit of a backup and safety net for those people who weren't quite ready for that, because that is fully okay. And again, once they've gone into the intensive, we'll sell them anyway towards one-to-one coaching. So they're leading in that direction anyway. So this is what that overall system will look like for the mini offers. Again, I think the best way to map out your mini offers is looking at, okay, what ones am I actually going to be selling? What is this first stage essentially here? And then what are going to be the upsells after this? So what am I selling? What is this leading towards? You can fully have a middle step. I think though, it doesn't need to be complex. You can see here, actually, this is really simple. And with these, I was really, utilizing things multiple times. We can see multiple lines coming out of everything. It wasn't a case of, okay, for every single new mini offer I created, I had to create a brand new upsell and a brand new thing after that. I really just kept the same. I like this idea of the 1 month of one-to-one because it feels more low commitment for people before jumping into the 6-month package. So I liked that idea. So I reused that a couple of times. I also sold people into intensives if I felt like it was too big of a step for 6-month one-to-one. So really just looking at, okay, where can I potentially, sell some different offers multiple times and lead people towards the overall direction I'm wanting them to lead towards, which is the higher ticket offer, whatever that is for you. And the amazing thing for me to see with this and why I'm recommending this to all of my clients, to everyone, is it gives you so much creativity to just get really specific. With the content clients event, for example, I got hyper specific on, okay, let's talk about your Instagram content specifically. Let's master this. And, that is a really great first step towards then someone working one-to-one with me. And it's a specific problem. So it's really attractive. It's easy for people to jump into. It's solving a problem. It's not just a, vague, unspecific kind of idea of we'll just talk about this. Get really specific with your offers. And it just gives you so much creativity to just dial in on certain areas throughout the year and just mix things up, especially if you are largely just selling a higher ticket offer. This is how you can really mix things up as well. And also, it is just proven to work. For me, for example, over half of my clients have come from some form of mini offer, whether that's an intensive, whether they did a workshop with me, whether it's a masterclass that I did, whether it's the sales challenge. Half of my clients have come from that specifically. So I can see it works really, really well. I'm seeing the same pattern across my one-to-one clients as well, of mini offers working really well, of just being that, again, try before you buy kind of experience for people. And it gives people a chance to just kind of have a little taste of what it's like working with you. So mini offers are so effective. So fully giving you permission to lean into those next year and just think of some fun ideas for, different mini offers that you could potentially create, and also allow room for creativity because, again, they don't need to take a long time to put together. A lot of these, it was literally a weekend that I just had the idea, and the next week I can put it up and just start selling that. This is as well one of the absolute first things I would advise to you if you have a one-to-one program, you have a higher ticket program that is several 4 figures, and you are wanting to sign more clients to that and you're wanting to sign clients more consistently to that, then actually adding in mini offers can be a really perfect way for, again, that lead generation and also getting people to have that taste of working with you to decide if it is actually a good fit. So wherever you are at in your journey, if you are the case of, okay, I'm almost booked out in my program, if you are the case of I'm starting out trying to get my first client, All of these can work really well. Again, mini offers are perfect for this because we don't need to spend a whole load of time on it. It's not something that we have to go away into a cave for a month, map out, create all these resources, anything like that. You can just plan a live workshop. Don't do a crazy amount of preparation beforehand. Just actually put together, okay, here are the notes of what I want to talk about. I'm going to teach live on this, do some Q&A. And you can do this really simply. You can put it together within a few hours. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. So I think actually giving yourself full creativity to kind of go wild with the mini offers next year. I'm fully going to be doing that as well. I'm putting out a lot of different things. Obviously starting with this Google Doc freebie, which is completely free. Again, no opt-in required. Just DM me the word funnels for that. But lots of just different value pieces, which are just really easy for people to then, get a bit of a taste of what it's like working with me, see a little bit more behind the scenes than they typically would. So that is a walkthrough of my mini offers strategy, why I'm doing this, why I'm doubling down, if not tripling down on this in 2025, why I'm advising all my clients to do the same, and why I would advise you to do the same in your business as well. If you enjoyed this walkthrough, you want to get your hands on this Google Doc of my 5 different funnels that have generated almost 70K in one-to-one coaching clients in the last year alone. You can just DM me the word funnels on Instagram or email me that word if you don't have Instagram as well, and I will send it straight over. Again, no opt-in required. It's literally free. You're getting a full breakdown of my 5 funnels, and they are so effective, and you literally are it's impossible to walk away without some ideas for your business for 2025. Now, if you're ready to actually map out some of your funnels for your business and want a little walkthrough into, okay, where do I even start with mapping out a funnel like this and planning out what it's gonna look like for my business specifically, I filmed a video on this just a couple of weeks ago, so I will put the link here, so go and watch this video specifically next. We're gonna walk you through how to actually create that funnel, what those different steps look like, what you should be prioritizing, and how to make sure it actually works for you. So hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss another one. Make sure you watch this video next, and I will see you in the next video.